back to another scanner review on the Super Car Guy channel. Today we're taking a look at this X tool, Anyscan A30, which is a portable Bluetooth scan tool that claims to have some bidirectional functionality and 5 service reset functions in addition to the standard capabilities. Let's take a quick look at what comes in the box and the device itself before we go to the car. As you can see, it's a very portable device with a little screen on it. You might wonder, why does it have a screen? Can I read codes through this? No, it cannot. What this does is actually show you the voltage of your battery. So if it's super low, you probably don't want to be scanning your car. It also has a very nice feature of a couple LEDs where you can kind of see where you're plugging your scan tool into. A little bit more information on the back. Rubberized holders in here, and you have a couple LEDs in the back to tell you if it's connected, if Bluetooth is on, and if it's connected to the car. So nice. All right, what's on the box? We got the name, a little picture. It's compatible with Android and iOS, and you have the QR code for the user manual. It does not come with a physical copy. As we can see, we have that 1-inch screen for the voltage and a tiny little battery to help us keep those LEDs lit. A little bit more information here as well, and it shows you where the buttons are just in case you couldn't figure it out. And it's made in China. What else can it do? It has the 5 special functions that I mentioned earlier. So we have the oil reset, DPF, EPB, steering angle sensor adjustment, and throttle relearn. We'll look into those when we're in the car. All right. What was else in the car? Nothing, just a holder for the actual scanner. Now you have to register the app once you download it, and this gives you the serial number for your device as well as the activation code. Make sure you enter it exactly as it's shown here. Of course mine is not shown, but enter exactly the same and it activates your application, and you have another little card that comes with it. So with all that in mind, let's go plug this into the car and see what it's capable of. At the moment, the scan tool is sold for $165 on Amazon, but there's also a $20 coupon making it $145. So if you're interested, check out the link down in the description. Alrighty guys, so I have plugged the scanner into the car and I'm just going to launch the app that comes with the device. It's called Anyscan. You can download it on Android or Apple devices. It takes you straight to the diagnostics part of the application basically. You have a few different options in here. You have diagnosis, settings, update, and report. Let's go ahead and take a look what's in the settings. We have language that we can change. So there's a few different languages, units, Bluetooth, my workshop info. So if you're generating PDFs, this might be useful for you if you would like to update that. And of course, about, so you can kind of clear some activation information and stuff like that. Anyway, update. This is over Wi-Fi updates, which is really nice. I'm in the car right now, so I'm not on Wi-Fi, but it updates very quickly, a lot quicker than most of the other scanners I have used, probably because it runs on a very modern device. Of course, we have the reports. This is where you would find your generated reports that are usually in PDF, or you can also do them, or you can just replay them back. But yeah, this is a very nice feature. You can go ahead and just, whatever you're doing at that time, generate it and have it ready to go. All right, let's go back to diagnosis. We have a few different options here at the top. We have services, America, Asia, Europe, Australia, and China. Services, these are the 5 options or the special services that I have mentioned earlier. So we have the throttle relearn, which allows you to initialize the throttle actuator and learn the values stored in the CU. So, and maybe reset them to the default state if needed. We also have the service maintenance items. So these are going to be all of the items that are normally get reset by the dealer. So if you change your oil or brake fluid and things like that, you can get those reset. Now you also have the steering angle sensor. You can adjust that one. DPF, this one as far as I remember is for regeneration procedure to clear like blockage in diesel and stuff like that. And electric parking brake. This is important when you're changing the brakes on the car, since normally you will have to release the parking brake, and a lot of them are electronic nowadays. before you can actually do the brake. All right, so each one of these are going to be different on the car. They're a little bit dependent on the specific model of the car and whether it supports it or not, so keep that in mind. So I will show you the service maintenance item just to see what it what it can do. Let's go to Europe. I'm in a BMW at the moment, so that's what we're going to go with. All right, click on BMW. Not sure which one, so I'm just going to pick this one. Wrong one. 5 Series, F10, and then this is what we can reset. So we can reset the engine oil, front brakes. I actually just did my engine oil, so we can do oil reset correction or auto reset. Let's do auto reset. All right, click OK. Reset complete. That's it. The oil has been reset, or the oil reminder has been reset now on this car, which is very nice. Let's go back. So I think you get the idea of what these do, right? You have all those options. Now, what else can we do with the scanner? Well, actually a lot, which is kind of what we're gonna do next is what makes this scanner a great value in my opinion. Let's go to diagnosis for BMW and see what we can find in there. It's gonna give you a little bit of information. Make sure you read that for the first time, and then I'll do automatic selection. It's going to identify my car automatically. I don't have to provide any information. Usually it's very quick, as you can see, it found it in a matter of a couple of seconds. And now it's going to scan individual modules on my car. So this is a all module scanner, which is very important as it allows you to basically scan every single module that you can on the car, and not just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. It scans every single module that's available on the car. So in this case, this car has 35 different modules. So it takes a second sometimes, but hey, it needs to scan every single piece of electronic equipment almost on your car. So we can forgive it for that. So one of the negative things on this app for me, not the scanner itself, is that you cannot turn this vertical. I don't understand why. I wish I could. I don't always like using it like this, but I guess it is what it is, right? I believe it's due to them having designed the app to be compatible with pretty much every iPhone and Android since like 10 years ago. So you can use it like on an older iPad or tablet or whatever, but in my for me, I would have preferred it to be just a regular kind of more modern app. Anyway, I guess I went a little bit too far. So now it has scanned all of the modules. You can see this car has many of them, and it will show you if it has passed the test or if there are any faults on it. So my central gateway module has some faults. That's just because I probably didn't lock the car or something like that. But let's go to let's say a engine module. I click on diagnosis, and this is where we're going to see some cool stuff actually. Here we can read the trouble codes, which is standard, right? You can read that on a lot of devices. You can also clear the trouble codes, which is great. You can read the live data. This is a big one as well. This is sensors from the actual modules and not something that not the standard OBD2 PPTIs, I believe they're called. This is straight up BMW data, so very important and very useful if you're troubleshooting something more advanced. You want to be looking at coolant temperature and oil temperature and idle speed and whatever else it may be. But not only that, the biggest feature on this scanner is the actuation test. This is what makes this scanner a bidirectional scanner, which is huge. You don't see a lot of those, and if you do, it starts at $400. So if we click on actuation test, we can see there's a few different options in here. Let's just go to general, and on this module we can do electric fan. We can even activate the solenoid valve and tank ventilation, or the coolant pump, which is amazing. So if I go on electric fan and click activated, okay, I can hear it spin up. I'll be quiet for a second so you can hear it too. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Let me disable it. But what it does, it will actually activate individual components within the module. And it's not just for this, engine module. We can go to, let's see, combi. So that's going to be your instrument cluster. Click diagnose. So we have all the same information, read trouble codes, see live data, so we can see tachometer, speedometer, and all this kind of information, which is amazing within itself. I mean, let's take a look at a quick, let's see, total mileage, fuel sensor, I don't know, what else, fuel save, things like that. Click OK. Now we have all three of those show up here on the screen. We can also graph them, or we can switch to a wave. All right, so it all kind of shows you, depends on what you're looking for. And we can even save it for reference and create one of those PDFs. Or we can also, let me go back. So if we select some stuff, we can also create a PDF by clicking that button over there. So a lot of options in here, guys, as you can see. But let's get back to the actuation test and go to the HUD. And you can see we have a lot of stuff in here, right? So what can we do? Well, what we can do is we can just put, let's say, a orange image in the heads-up display. All right, let me show you. You see that? My heads-up display is now fully orange. So it's pretty crazy what you can actually do. You can activate whatever you like in here. Let me disable that so it's doesn't stay orange forever. But yeah, we can activate it, deactivate it, change brightness, and we can do this on every single module on the car. I can't stress this enough. It's so important. What else can we control from here? We can even do the electric pump, so we can activate it manually. Let's see, what if we go diagnosis, actuation test, fuel pump. So there you go. I can activate the fuel pump, and now I can hear the fuel pump run in the back of the car. So very, very cool. And these actuation tests, like I said, are normally only available on devices that are over $400. So amazing features here so far, but there's still a couple things that are left. Oh, also look at that. It also asks you if you'd like to generate a PDF report. Yes, let's do that. So now it's going to generate that report for us, and we'll be able to see it in the other menu. Now, what cars is this device available? What cars is this device compatible with? Really depends. They say it's about like 50 different makes and models. They're not in like alphabetical order, which is kind of strange, but here are the available ones if you'd like to check those out. Every car I have tried it on works, which is great. You also have the OBD2, so this is the standard OBD2 features that you would expect on pretty much any standard OBD2 scanner. Not super exciting stuff, but I'll show you that it works. You can do the general trouble codes, clear general trouble codes, see live data, so the PIDs that are normally available through regular scanners, things like that. Still very important to have, but not really what makes this scanner, this scanner in a way. All right. And of course you can do your IM readiness and things like that to see if your car is going to pass emissions and all these kinds of things. All right, I think I have rambled enough. So what do I generally think about this scanner? Love the scanner, love the little features like the LED and the voltage display on the scanner. Not super happy about the design of the app, but I must say that this app is very, very good as far as speed. It works fast, there's no delays. I've never had to wait for anything for more than maybe like 5 seconds max. So hey, for a scanner at this price, the features that it really gives us, it makes it a really good value. So it's definitely worth it if you're looking for something compact with two bidirectional features that can also scan every single module on your car and give you general information in addition to that. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to purchase one, like I said, there are links in the description. Don't forget to like the video so I can make more videos like this, and subscribe to the channel for a lot more BMW and car content. I'll see you guys in the next one.